And that world is now unlocked. But first, let's go to Floating Island. Proceed through Floating Island. Let's see what we got for ships. We got 154, 266 on the Highway Level 2 still. Highway Level 2 is still the one with the most HP, so I'll be sticking with it. And here we go. Got him. Oh, that was the red guy. Nice on the red guy. Now this big crawler guy here that you see, you can actually kill him. It's really hard to do, but you can kill him. You focus on his legs. I have a lot more firepower than what I'm able to deliver too, but oh well. These guys here, these guys with the big wings, you want to be careful with them, as their attacks will actually track you as you move. So you want to try to take them out as quick as possible and then dodge them whenever you see them fire. As like I said, their projectiles will track you. Not probably going to be able to get that one killed. Oh, I did get it. Nice. All right. And I got a propeller G out of it. Okay. Not an incredible reward, but all right. And one of those guys. Dodge. All right. Got him. I'm going to do as much damage as possible to this big guy here. Nope. About to turn, so we're not going to be able to. That's all right. Dodge. Two guys here, dodge. All right, one more left. Okay, the other one didn't die. That's okay. There's our bug guy again. We got him. Nice. I think I saw some red just pass by the screen, but I didn't get a chance to shoot at it. There's there's a red enemy right there. Got him. I'm going to be able to kill that big walking guy in time. Because there's just no way with his he's moving from my left to my right, and I'm going under him, so I'm not going to have enough to... I don't have enough firepower. I'm going to need more firepower in order to take him down. Alright, take these guys out. There we go. There we go. Went upside down on these guys. Undo the big guy. I tried to kill him, but I'm not going to be able to. Oh, get the buzzer again. Come on, big king, you die. Okay, you didn't kill him, but he flew away. That's okay. And we're done. Hey, we got through it. Open mission levels 1 and 2. Highway level 5 blueprint. Alright. Cost limit upgrade. That's nice. And I got 3 out of... Well, I missed a lot. 4 out of I missed a lot. Alright, we've unlocked access to 2 new worlds. And I will tell you about these 2 worlds when I come back. I'm going to throw down another save now that I've finished these 2 worlds. And I'll tell you about the 2 worlds that I've unlocked as soon as I get back. So, be right back. Alright, I'm back, and all saved up and stuff. And we're going to go ahead and land here at Port Royal, which is the world of Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, Jack Sparrow and all those. Unfortunately, Jack Sparrow in this game is not voiced by Johnny Depp, but, you know, whatever. But, one thing I do want to give this game credit for is this particular world, if for those of you who've seen the movie or know of the movie, the movie itself is live action. And I have to say, considering this is the only world, at least in the Kingdom Hearts games that I've played, well, okay, all the Kingdom Hearts games up to Kingdom Hearts 2, that I should say, that I've played have all been worlds that were cartoons, animated. Atlantica in one, Monstro, Deep Jungle from Tarzan, Deep Jungle. All the worlds we've been to up to this point have all been cartoon movies, so the characters kind of fit in. This is a live-action movie that they did here for this game, and I have to say they did a pretty damn good job of making them still look as live-action as they could, considering they're still that they're they're not actually live action in the game, but they still made it look that way, which you'll see what I mean when I get into the game. But you're going to see a drastic difference between this world and the other worlds we've been to throughout the series. So let's go ahead and land in Port Royal.
This place is kinda different.
And even the first time I played this, I was like, okay, how are they going to do this? How are they going to make a live action game, or a live action movie appear in this game and not appear cartoony? And they did an amazing job.
Something's up.
Organization 13?
Only one way to find out.
Alright, first we're going to turn around here and open this chest here. And conveniently enough, we immediately start with a map. Like, yes. I saved before I got here, so I don't need to bother saving again. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to come over here, grab this heart puzzle piece, and this chest for a mithril stone, and this chest for a dark shard. I think I explained it. It's been a couple of days since I recorded, but since that last cut, I told you guys that I got the wisdom form, and I think I told you guys that it was. I think I described it. In case I didn't, I'll go ahead and go over it briefly, just in case I did. Whenever you transform into Valor form, you see you go to Drive form, so you got Valor, and now we have Wisdom form. Wisdom form, unlike Valor, instead of taking away Goofy, takes away Donald. So you have to have Donald in your party and alive, or not, not KO'd, whatever, in order to access Wisdom form. Also, while Wisdom form does use physical attacks, the upside is they're ranged. The downside is your physical damage is severely cut. But your magic attacks overall, if you use a lot of magic attacks, Wisdom form can be very devastating. It really amps up your magical attacks, at least from what I remember. Let's take a look at it in the status real quick. As you can see, Wisdom, it's the same rule as before. Same rule as Wisdom, has to level up as its own independent level up gauge, no experience. In order to gain experience with Wisdom form, it's different than Valor form. I think I said this once before. Each form has its own requirements, its own criteria in order to gain experience. In the case of Valor form, you have to be in Valor form and score hits on enemies, doesn't matter who it is. For Wisdom form, for each Heartless defeated in Wisdom form, 1 point of experience is gained. So you have to. So for every Heartless you defeat, you gain a point of experience in Wisdom. I be more specific. For each Heartless you kill while in Wisdom form gains 1 experience. Which is also why, as you can see, next level only requires 12, as opposed to I think the first level of Valor form I think had like 60 or something like that. It had a much higher number because all you do is score hits with Valor form in order to level up, whereas here you actually have to score a kill on a Heartless. Now, as you can look at the stat differences, you can see Sora base stat is 19, Magic is 16, Defense 17, Wisdom, Strength doesn't change, Magic doesn't change, really? I thought Magic went up. Maybe it just increases the way the magic attacks. Like if you use thunder, it throws down more lightning, more thunderbolts. So you use fire, it's larger fire or something. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I do know Wisdom is heavily based on magic. I do know that much is right, but I thought it actually boosts your magic stat when obviously I'm wrong. Whereas Valor form, you see, increase my strength stat now goes up to 22 in Valor form, and oddly enough, magic goes up in Valor form as well, which again is ridiculous because Valor form doesn't let you use magic. Your magic abilities are completely locked in Valor form. But there is a good side to getting Wisdom form. Like I said, every time you reach the level cap, your level cap will increase when you gain a new form. So you see Valor form now has next level available. Remember, with your next level means 0, or says 0, that means you've reached the level cap. You can't go any higher. Now that we've got Wisdom form, our level cap is increased. We can gain more experience. So I will continue to be using Valor form until I reach the next level cap, and then I'll probably work on Wisdom form some. But mostly going to be focusing heavily on forms that are physical based. So I'm not going to be using Wisdom form that often. And when I get my next form after Wisdom, which is kind of a combination of Wisdom and Valor form, it increases your physical and increases magic. I'm probably going to be focusing on that form over Wisdom. Wisdom is going to be the last form that I focus on as far as gaining experience for it, because I just don't use magic that often, and I don't find that form to be useful for my play style. So all the other forms are going to get priority over those. Once I max those other forms out on level caps and stuff, then I'll go back and work on Wisdom last. So for now, I'm going to stick with Valor form. Did we get any new weapons in that last time out? We got Hero's Crest. We got Monochrome, which is not better than Hero's Crest, but it might be better than the Star Seeker. Let's see. It doesn't increase strength over Star Seeker, but it does have one more point of magic than Star Seeker, which isn't bad. So actually, I think yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and switch to Monochrome for the offhand of Valor form. Now you might notice that it says Weapons and Valor here, but you don't see Wisdom anywhere in this list where you can put a weapon in on Wisdom form. That is because, unlike Valor form, Wisdom form only allows you to use one Keyblade, and that is mostly because it is strictly a magic-based form, as I said before. So you don't get to choose an offhand weapon for Wisdom form because you're not going to be using one. We don't have any new items there, so okay. And as soon as I get an opportunity, I need to find me some more accessories. Abilities, let's see what else we new abilities. We have Dodge, Slash, unleashes an attack that deals damage to nearby enemies. I wouldn't mind getting that. That's 2 AP. Okay, let's see if I've got 2 AP boosts. I don't know that I do. I only have 1. That's okay. I'll equip it anyway, or use it anyway. Wisdom form, you can see all of its abilities here. Here is the mobility ability, the mobility skill that Wisdom form gives you. It's called Quick Run. Once Quick Run reaches level 2 in Valor and Wisdom form, Sora will gain Quick Run level 1 on his base form. Tilt the left stick and push square to sprint rapidly. Keep the button pressed down for distance. So essentially what it does is it just increases your movement speed, your running speed, and of course you have to press square in order to do that. Eventually I will be getting it because, like I said, I do want to max out all the drive forms. And also you're going to need all the drive forms maxed out because the mobility skill that each form gives you is going to be a very, very heavy necessity for a secret area that is only available in the final mix version also. And I'll point all that out when I get get around to it. But the mobility skills are going to be extremely valuable in this particular area. And you see you got MP Hastega up here because increases MP restoration speed by 75% after MP is fully consumed. And you can see there's 2 of them here because they actually stack. So your Valor form, or your Wisdom form rather, gives you a double stack of MP Hastega, which is actually pretty good. Again, only works in Wisdom form. Okay. Donald got a new ability. It's Fantasia, a limit command that unleashes Donald's powerful comet spell, which is actually pretty good. Fantasia will launch a bunch of rockets, I believe. They kind of look like rockets. If it's the same one I'm thinking of. It's actually a pretty good ability, so I wouldn't mind getting some AP for that. So I'm going to get 2 AP for that ability when I get the opportunity. And Goofy Tornado, he's got plenty of AP for this. Creates a vortex to draw enemies close and attack them. I definitely like that, so I'm going to enable that. Hyper Healing, quickly revives a fallen party member. Okay, yeah, I don't care about that. I can do that on my own. I also gain, you can see auto limit down here. Fantasia, as it says, is a limit command. It's like the other limit commands I think I've shown so far. If not, it's just like the Trinity limit ability that Sora has. If you have auto limit enabled, when the circumstances are right for triggering Fantasia, that will appear as a reaction command in the menu. But like I said before, I'm never going to enable auto limit abilities, so I'm not going to have to worry about it. I'll enable, I'll trigger Fantasia and Trinity limit and all those others when I'm ready to. Excuse me. So, with that all out of the way, oh by the way, we also got a new magic. It's called Reflect. It does pretty much what you think it does. It's just like other reflect abilities in other Final Fantasy games. It reflects back. Well, okay, actually, it's actually better in my opinion than the reflect in other Final Fantasy games. Reflect in Final Fantasy, from most of the games that I've played, or actually all the games that I've played, only reflects magic attacks. So, say you have reflect, you have to actually cast it on yourself first, and then basically you're in the status of reflect. So when an enemy casts a magic attack on you, it has to be a specific type of magic. It can't just be anything, but a specific magic. It'll actually reflect off of your character and go right back to them. So say they cast a fire attack on you, it'll bounce off the reflect status of the character and actually cast that fire back on them. In Kingdom Hearts, it's actually better because what Reflect does, Reflect blocks every attack that hits you. And when the damage that it does, like you'll see like a little dome appear around Sora, and then if you're hit by that time, you'll see like a spark of explosions around Sora, and those explosions are what is basically the reflection of the attack doing damage to the enemies that attack you. My problem with Reflect is it's not like a status. It's actually something you have to trigger. Therefore, you have to time it right, just like you do your own guard, or if you're doing like a dodge roll or something like that. You have to time. You can't just hit reflect and then you're automatically in reflect mode, and the first attack that hits you is going to be reflected. That's not the case. You actually have to time it to where you see an attack coming, cast reflect, and then just time the attack so when the attack gets reflect, the attack gets reflected and goes back on the enemy. I'm not saying it's a bad ability. It just requires some very precise timing, and I'm just not very good at doing it. So I'm probably not going. I might show it off in a battle of some sort of once in a while or something. Maybe for, I don't really know when I'd be able to show it off, but I'm probably not going to use it on a consistent basis. Desert Thunder Cure Potion. Yeah, I'm so fine with all those. Again, not a bad ability, just not something I'm going to probably use. Okay, with that all done, we got to do puzzle pieces to do one last thing here that we'll actually get underway in Port Royal. Puzzle pieces, puzzle mode, heart. Alright, look at the new pieces right here. It's the shoes of somebody and the legs of Kairi. You can tell because of the little dress that she's wearing. And then this is going to be Kairi and Sora's torsos there, so that's obviously the right spot. Alright, we're doing fine. We've got 3 more pieces left on this one. And then we got I think this is a new one, Frontier. Yeah, this is a new one. I'll just put it there. It's my guess. Well, it can't go there because part of Goofy's head's cut off. So that's got to be like right there. That's probably where that's going to go. This is another one that you have to rotate, obviously, but okay. Alright, that is pretty much all I can show for now. Let's go ahead and get started in Port Royal. Whee!
Aztec treasury?
Aye, and thanks to the curse put on it.
We are neither
It's very well
among
done how
the
they're
living
very more
nor
detailed
dead.
textured like an actual person, whereas, you know, cartoons like, say, like Pete has like just, you know, one basic texture of the skin and stuff, and whereas like, with the skin of the characters actually has like see the actual blemishes and wrinkles and like that. They did a really good job of adding the detail that made it actually look like real live action.
Now I get what you were saying.